So right now, Wyatt and I are going to do a Let's Play and beat Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic on the original Xbox.
You have that game?
I'm gonna.
I have it for Xbox.
We're gonna do it, and we're gonna play through the whole thing. We'll post it. You guys, we'll like post. Just for anybody who didn't play it, it is worth knowing the story, and like we can put 15-minute videos up here.
It's like
left and right.
10,000 years before the movies, or 50,000 years before the movies.
Yeah, it's back when the Jedi's are thriving.
Yeah, it's back before they were a myth.
It's like right in the midst of the war between the Sith and the Jedi and stuff like that. So.
Oh, okay. So it's like, and it's two brothers, right?
Yeah, there's entire planets with
Are
Jedi.
they brothers? I thought they were like, isn't there a new
I think you're thinking of the...
Is there a new game coming out that's called the Knights of the Republic or something like that? Like they're twin brothers or something like that? I don't know.
There
I've seen
is
like a trailer for that or
I thought
something.
there was a...
There's like an online game called like Knights of the...
Well, they have a Knights of the Republic online game, but that's been out for
Isn't it a
about
slightly
year
different name or something? I don't know. Anyways, fantastic game. Blev, do you have like a favorite Star Wars game that you've ever played?
The most recent one I've played, like don't get me wrong, I love Battlefield. I just love the Star Wars universe in general. Mm-hmm. And Battlefield was fun, but I honestly don't know what I would say would be my favorite because I don't remember entirely.
Gotcha.
What that would be.
Do you remember playing the N64 game, Shadows of the Empire? Do you remember that?
Oh my god!
That game was fantastic.
Also really hard.
Really hard.
Also, like, got really, really hard.
Bonus points if you
And
can
scary.
remember the main character's name in that.
Moss? No. Do you know it?
No.
Oh,
Fun game, huh? Everybody, thanks for listening to that game.
that my brother played the hell out of that game. Remember debug mode on that?
Yep, it was fantastic.
Debug mode?
Yeah, you can like hack that thing and put in like, infinite ammo, infinite flying, all that stuff.
Yeah. Anyways, really looking forward to those games. I think especially, the Titanfall 2 studio, Respawn, doing that. Titanfall 2, I think, was one of the most underrated games to come out.
I don't think
this
underrated is the right word. I think it was truly hyped. I think it just got beat by other games that came out.
It came out at a weird time. It came out like during Battlefield 1.
Yeah.
It with the same publisher, even EA, and EA did both.
When Call of Duty came out, probably I think a week before
right in
that,
there,
a week
right in
before
there.
Battlefield.
Did you play Titanfall 2?
Yes, I have it actually, and
Is that
I
great? Did you play the
absolutely
campaign? Or?
No, I didn't play the campaign.
Oh, you're gonna like it.
I also listen to this guy who reviews games, Total Biscuit. Listen to him on YouTube.
He's a StarCraft player.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Total
yeah,
Biscuit.
he
He's a
is.
former
Yeah.
StarCraft player.
No, I watch his YouTube videos on reviews of games, and he said the single player is like worth playing for the story, but it's just very like I don't know, it's very mundane about movability and maneuverability. It's not as hyped in single player.
I totally
don't know.
disagree. I think that's the only thing it did well.
I don't know though. I haven't played it, so
Yeah,
that's
you
just
should-
I'm basing it off someone else's.
Yeah,
opinion.
give it a shot. I
definitely will.
Dash Rendar.
Dash Rendar was the name.
That's going to be my future kid's name.
Dash Rendar, man. What a cool freaking name. And that's like, okay, I know we were talking a little bit about this earlier, but I think Nintendo 64 might be that sweet spot era for me where you're, no responsibility and you go to school, you come home, you get your homework done or not, and then you just play video games, right? Like you play GoldenEye, you're sitting on the floor playing GoldenEye with your friends, NFL Blitz. Like I think 64 just had a great lineup of games. If you could have like a conversation with your 10-year-old self, like playing video games, like one day you're gonna have enough money to buy whatever video game that you want and any system that you want, like no problem.
Is that what you would really tell if you could go back in time? That's the only thing you would
saying
tell yourself.
if that was
There was stipulations. Whoever gave you that power, they were like, "Hey, you
Screw
only
the
get
internet. Screw the internet. Screw Google. You are gonna have enough money to buy as many games as you want.
invest."
yeah, it could be like I could say like, hey, create Facebook, and then just run away, and he'd be like, wait, what? That's not how I sound.
Yeah. By the way, Brogan is not.
But I'm just saying, like, the great irony of life, like, it's like, it's all you want to do is, like, buy video games, but you can't do it. You can only use your allowance. You can only, like, cut grass.
Ask your parents.
Save up money, or ask your parents, or have a
Plead.
birthday. Beg.
Wait for Christmas. Wait for birthdays.
Trade,
that's
yeah.
it.
And then, like, okay, then you have enough money where you can
Or you go over to
get
your
as many
friend's
games.
house.
Yep. The trading. I think game trading has kind of died because of that. That's right. But
Well, you
then,
can't trade now if you're only downloading it.
how do you guys, like, budget your time these days, and like how much gaming are you getting in per week? Because now we have wives and girlfriends, and like how much gaming are you getting in, and how do you decide? I have a wife.
Well,
I
you
have
said
wives.
wives.
Yeah, I have wives.
We have wives.
Did you
You
get
guys
married?
have more than one wife?
Did you get married, Wyatt?
No,
But like for me, I think it's relatively easy because I have been blessed with a wife that falls asleep about 9 o'clock like every night, and it's great because like we get to hang out after work, we get to like watch movies or like make dinner together and hang out and have our quality time, and then she falls
It's your
asleep
time.
at like 9. I'm like, okay, cool, boot up the PlayStation 4, and I am going to play some games until midnight, 1 o'clock. Like that's when I get the majority of my gaming in. But what about you guys? How do you budget your time and still have time for video games at our advanced age?
I would say for me, obviously, I believe we all work a 9 to 5. I don't know. I don't know about Wyatt, but he probably does. Okay, so me, when I come home from work, usually it's like I'm hanging out with my girlfriend for a little bit, and then we like make dinner. She makes dinner, or I go to the gym prior to that. Maybe gaming on an average week, mainly on the weekend. Probably, I would say 12 hours. Not a lot.
I almost game if I'm not out here or out doing something or hanging out with my girlfriend. I come home and somebody is playing Dota. I had six or seven friends that play Dota. They all message me and say, "Hey, there's 3 of us on, 4 of us on," and I don't say no.
I do miss the fact of living with like roommates and your friends.
Yeah.
Like, because like when I lived with
Totally agree.
my 2 really good friends back in the day, Mr. Phantasmo and Kid Laser, if anyone remembers them from YouTube, but whatever. But we would live together and we would play games. So we'd play like Super Smash Brothers. I would literally come home from the gym and be like playing Super Smash. I'm like, I'm hopping in, man, and I hop in.
It's hard to say no.
Yeah, it's hard to say no. But you know how much it's the fact the one thing I miss about being younger is about going over to my friend's house and see them playing a new game and being like, yo, man, I haven't seen the game at all. I've just seen reviews and magazines and stuff. That's cool. Let me play. And like, yeah, dude, check it out. Just take a look at it and have fun. You know, the camaraderie, just being around your friends and playing a game. Like, it's still there, obviously, over the internet, you know, but it's just not the same for me. It's not the same. It's going to get better whenever I build my PC, I have a feeling, or whenever me and Brogan start playing more games together. It probably will get better.
I agree. I think there's still... maybe this is just me. I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but it's like... And I know that PlayStation has gone a long way to help with this. I know Xbox has gone a long way to help with this, but like to find a community of gamers, you know, like for me...
Is there something like that for PlayStation?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
really?
There's a communities
so
icon.
Like, is it like, an icon? Okay.
Yeah, you can go and search for whatever, casual Call of Duty gamers or
and
whatever.
people are on there like posting. It's like a forum basically. Okay.
And you have to like ask to be let in or whatever it might be. But like for me, it's like I have no fun jumping into a public match of Call of Duty. I just hate it. Like, but I enjoy the game, and if I could play with people that are my skill level, like I would have a lot of fun doing that. You know, and I think like back in the day when we used to play like Link Play Halo or whatever it might be, we were all like the same level of skill and everyone had a good time playing it. And like these days there's such a disparity. There's like such a wild disparity of skill levels that it's hard to find like the casual gamers anymore. Like when we're confessing like play 12 hours a week maybe, you know, we can't compete with the guys who are like don't have jobs.
Oh, they're
and,
playing like 60 hours a week. Or 60.
It's just
probably
not
60
as
honestly.
Fun. Yeah. So I think like being able to find like that niche of gamers, Wyatt mentioned like his 7 buddies that play Dota, finding that like niche of gamers that are like, hey, you know, like I know your skill level, we're going to be matched up with similar skill level. Like I'm sure Wyatt's not about to compete for like a $2 million Dota tournament, but I'm sure he's competitive in the games at his rank and his buddies are on the same level as him, and that's probably really fun.
The other thing is, it's also, at least in our age, it's a lack of games that you would play for a very long time. You know
your
what I mean?
attention span.
Yeah, it's like I played Dota for a very, very long time. I've been playing it for 4 or 5 years now. But other than that, before Zelda came out, I haven't been excited about any video game, period. I mean, maybe one will come out, maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't. But other than Dota, I haven't played any real...
Dude,
really
I feel like that's my biggest problem.
Titanfall was amazing. I think that was about the only other game I was excited about in years. Years. Yeah. Not because I thought they were bad games or I didn't care about them. I just haven't been that excited about them. And when I get them, I don't have 7 friends that are going to play that for a long period of time. They might play for a couple days. They play solo first, and they play multiplayer for a little bit, and then they're gone. And Dota was the only game that we've been playing for years straight, and it hasn't changed.
Yeah. No, I feel like that's my biggest problem right now. It's like I haven't found a game that's really drawn my attention. You know, it's really got me amped and pumped to play it. You know, and like the Switch is cool and everything. I'm glad that came out, but I don't know if I'm that excited to play something like that, That's why, I guess...
That's okay, too.
Because I'm used to consoles, I've been console land for the longest time, for my bane of existence, For the first game I've ever bought, Super Nintendo, and before that, what was Nintendo before that? Nintendo, okay. Yeah, so I had that, and then I had Super Nintendo, N64, never got a GameCube, had PlayStation, so I'm ready to move on from that and try something different. That's going to make me frustrated. That's going to push me to another level and a different challenge by building a PC and just playing that.
I'm excited for you to get
and
a PC.
Being really shitty. It's going to suck, but it's going to be fun too. And I feel like it's going to make me better as a gamer and better overall is just having fun again. Because right now it's really difficult playing a console and just not having that much fun.
I'm excited for you to get a PC. And trust me, I was really hesitant to doing it. And when I got one, I'm just like, it really kind of makes you like, yeah, I got my console. I'll play it every once in a while. But you really will pretty much transition to your PC.
Yeah, and I feel like that's going to move up to the level of competition I'll be playing against and just the age. Consoles to me just get so...
Yeah, that's another thing is that like kids don't have PCs and they're not playing Overwatch on PCs. They can't afford those. They're even more expensive, more complicated, and harder to work with. And so their consoles are easy. You just pick them up, plug in, and play. PC, you got to do some work on it. So you're going to be playing against our age or older.
Yeah,
and that's
and they've been playing for a long time too.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. That's interesting.
I still just have a hard time wanting to leave console. Like, I like where I'm at. I just wish I could optimize where I'm at. I realize that the response there might be, well, go PC, and you can still play the same games. You can even use a controller. It can feel the exact same. If you want to plug it into a TV, you can. You can just do... Nothing has to change except for the price of entry.
Though, if you put a console with a controller, you'll get your butt kicked. Unless
absolutely
good. But honestly, bro, I know it's an Apple and most gamers are PC, but you could get going on that thing you got right there. Most of the games have a Mac version of it, and if you wanted to, you could just download Steam on that and get going. It's really that easy.
Yeah, I've got it on there. I think I downloaded Team Fortress just to mess around. Civilization is a game I want to start playing on here.
My brother plays that. He loves it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get into Civilization.
Hard.
Yeah,
that's hard.
Anyways, so guys, I think it's time to move into our scenarios round of the day.
Dun, dun.
Ladies and gentlemen, just to recap, scenarios is the time of our show where I just randomly create a stupid scenario that the guys here have to answer. They will give me their best response, and I will decide who has the better response, and we will be tracking these scores all year, and the winner at the end of the year will receive a gold The Duke controller.
Is that the fiscal year?
From Xbox. That's the fiscal...
I want to see this trophy. Have you seen it?
I have not.
Because
I have a year to make it, guys.
He still hasn't made it yet.
I'm just saying, though, how much of a letdown if we just give...
It's shoddy paint job on its controller.
Totally get to it. At some point, maybe.
Totally?
He's going to switch it up at the very last second.
Yeah, here's this hot dog. Here you go.
What?
Honestly, if you win, I hope he gives you a hot dog.
That would be pretty awesome.
Here's a hot dog for you.
So, to recap the score so far, it is deadlocked at 1-1.
It's a straight up heat.
It's a straight up heat. Guys, today's scenario brought to you by To Be Determined.
Or...
because we do not have a sponsor as of yet.
That's true. We don't.
But maybe by next week, we might have our first sponsor. So stay tuned for that. Exciting stuff. Today's scenario, guys, is...
What is it?
Superpower related.
Oh.
If you had the superpower of invulnerability, you are... Okay, you guys like this one? You guys
invulnerability to what, though?
So
invincible. Just invincible.
You're invincible. You're unbreakable.
Forever, or are you
like,
just invincible?
Unbreakable, like
unbreakable.
That
Yep.
really...
Oh, wait. We're in the question
movie.
part.
Yeah, guys, hold on.
Finish.
Let me finish. And then we can get to the
Sorry.
question round.
Excuse
Okay.
me, folks.
Excited real fast.
So, you have the superpower of invulnerability. How do you best monetize that? And in theory, how do you make the most money off of that? What profession or jobs do you do to create the most cash for having that superpower ability?
All right.
Now, one stipulation.
Oh, here
The
we go.
job has to be legal. It can't be an immoral or illegal job.
Okay.
Whoever gives me the better response that I feel will earn the most money will win this week's scenario. You're going to have to back it up with a couple facts and examples.